What it stands for, here's back in again video. This is just a weird scenery as you are looking to a box. I'm actually recording with my actual phone, my new phone anyways. And I'm just going to give it a test out. I don't even know how to pause the iPhone, so I don't even know it's an iPhone 5 SE, so I don't even know how to pause it, and plus it's rose gold. Oh well. Anyways, this is the Ninth Doctor Collector figure set. Obviously, you can't see it at the moment because the figures are at the side. Just need to raise it. I'm actually using the life hack of using the bottom of the elastic band. So, yeah. Anyways, we've got the BBC Doctor Who logo, Ninth Doctor, and it's the 5.5 collector figure series. And I've already done an unboxing video of this, so I haven't really gone to the full well. I'm just showing the box. But if you want to see the full basic rundown of what I think is, there is actually a review up on my channel, but it's also a Doctor Who Week review because I'll be doing like flashback little paybacks from the, Doctor Who videos. I thought I'll just squeeze in just to give it a bit of something better, and plus it's something for you guys to look back at and me having a flashback of the amount of stuff I've got given. But yeah, you can tell on the sides it shows off the packaging really well. Usually it has the figures in the box, but I've actually took them out for the purpose of the video. So we're going to start off with Rose Tyler. I'm just going to let that sink into you. So now it does look like Billie Piper has seen a ghost and she's frozen in time due to a wind accident. And unfortunately, the articulation is pretty restricted because one, there is no knee articulation, so you cannot make her stand up straight. And plus, her arms are basically stuck in one position, not even on swivel joints, so you can't. I find it stupid, to be honest. The head is actually on a peg, but you cannot turn it at all because the head restricts it. The arm can do a 90 degrees up and down. And speaking of arm, the elbow can do a full 360. No bend, unfortunately, which is stupid. Looks like she's compensating. This one, however, is a bit restricted due to the pad up here. She has waist articulation, which is full 360. Don't see the point. And she can go forwards and back and not do the splits. So articulation's pretty basic, but it does say Rose at the back. Also, you can see the license in that. Isn't that focus? Focus! There we come on. There we go. Got the legal garb there. Shoes. These always look like cow pats. There we go. I think my batteries are dying in my thingy. I can't even reach the remote in a minute. It's hard to really stand her up straight because she just keeps falling. But I don't understand why they've done that, to be honest. I literally have no idea why they've done that. It just looks a bit stupid, to be honest. Oh dear me. The head sculpt does look like her from a distance. And then she looks like she's had plastic surgery. Yeah. So that's Rose Tyler out the way. I can't really say much about it because her articulation is pretty basic. We're going to move on to the Auton. The Autons, basically the window shop dummies, but nowadays do not have the heads because of people are scared of them. Basically, it just is a plain sculpt. It's got a dark green tint jacket and trousers. The shoes are actually like semi-pointed. The head sculpt does look like he's just come out of a Milky Way factory. Like literally, it's come out of a Milky Way factory, but its hairline's protruding, as you can see. And speaking of hair, his hair's same colour as his body. The jacket, the shirt is actually a hard plastic t-shirt, and we have the soft PVC there. Now turning to articulation, The head can do side to side, as it's restricted by the collar. The arms can do a full 360 twist. Bend at the 90 degrees bend at the elbow, 360 at the wrists, 360 at the waist. Legs can kick forwards and back, bend at the knees, and obviously can do the splits. So, yeah. Now, speaking of articulation, there's also this little feature here. Don't even state it on the box, but it comes with a removable hand. So meaning that's his gun. But in the newer series version, the hand just falls down instead of just dislodge. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty basic for this figure as well. I don't think you really see much of them these days because I think they came in a lot darker suit when they first been released. I can't remember, but these are the re-release, so they've probably been updated. Apart from, yeah. Finally, we're going to move on to Christopher Eccleston as the Ninth Doctor, the one who brought back the series of Doctor Who. The face sculpt does look a lot like Christopher Eccleston, especially the newer edition, because his face has got a matte finish to it, and it does resemble him very nicely, as it's got his pointed nose, his ears, his hair, his basic usual look, and he's doing the splits. There we go. Stop doing the splits. Stop. I don't know if it's me or you just do the splits all the time. But the jacket is a soft PVC, but is meant to resemble old leather, which I think character has really done it well for this figure. Especially at the back, it looks like it's been worn and, wore a lot of the times, been in a lot of hell. His trousers are pretty basic. It has shares of creases. His boots are basically just normal standard box shoes with actual insoles on. It's 10 into articulation. He does have the full 360 twist on his head, 360 at the arm, 360 at the thigh, I think it is. I can't remember. No, that's the thigh. I was going to put upper arm. 90 degrees at the bend of the elbow, 360 on the hands, 360 twister on the waist. You can do the splits, as I stated earlier. It can kick forwards and backwards. You can do the bend at the knees. So his accessory is his sonic screwdriver, but in extended mode. As I'm just going to let that focus in. Focus. I demand you to focus. There's really no sharp objects to it to focus on. Just trying to... I don't think we're going to focus, but you can just make out it's extended. It's also got the black tip at the end. So we've got the 10th Doctor with closed mode and the 9th Doctor with open mode. So it's pretty nice that they copied it. Very nice, even got the blue tip, so very nice. And it does sit in his hand very comfortably, like so. And obviously, you can pretend you are pointing it to a door, like the 10th Doctor. So, yeah. So I can stand you guys up. Oh, that voice crack though, seriously, jeez. I'm just gonna somehow stay. So what do I think to these? I think they are brilliant, but the only problem is Rose Tyler doesn't have full articulation. Pretty restricted, pretty basic, but it's one of these sets I would recommend you pick up, even if you haven't got the 9th Doctor. But if you haven't and you want to get the Auton as well, it's a bundle. Well, I say bundle, it's pretty good for its price. I can't remember how much it was, but if I remember correctly, it was at least a tenner. But in American, I do not know, sorry. So, let's find that out yourself. I just wish they could improve the Rose Tyler figure though, because it needs a bit more of an improvement. Would recommend redesigning the articulation maybe. But the first sculpt is fine, it just looks a bit shocked at the moment. It looks like she's got super noodles for hair. Just obviously straightened out. So, yes. Right, so thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new, and also comment down and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Alonzo.